When we first read Orwell's 1984, no one thought this country could possibly be duped into allowing a big brother government to do that to our country. We fought wars where hundreds of thousands of people gave their all, believing our country is worth dying for in order to stop such perversions of justice. This pandemic has stopped this year's Memorial Day celebrations, honoring those brave souls. It is difficult to understand how our aversion to risk, by not celebrating, is anywhere comparable to the risk our soldiers took fighting those wars to preserve our freedom and liberty. There was a time when any attempt by a big brother government to tell us what to do, where to go, and when we could do it would be incomprehensible. I also remember the time when we said, "I wish this weekend would last forever." Are we satisfied now? There are numerous examples of traditions and customs we readily accept and never question that are being stifled, causing major economic and emotional problems. In these troubled times, the adage, everything in moderation, including moderation, needs to be applied. There's always the possibility of having too much of a good thing. Water and oxygen are the most essential ingredients to life, yet people drown when there's too much of it, and pure oxygen will explode if you light a match around it. We must always be careful about what we wish for. We have antitrust laws that can stop anyone from becoming too successful. We have government agencies who treat us like tenants, forcing us to pay real estate taxes under the penalty of being evicted if we don't. We have certificate of need laws, requiring companies to review by competitors to determine if the need is high enough to allow it. We have unions and tenure, where performance is no longer a requirement to keep a job. We have health agencies who can take away our right to work, gather, or worship if they feel there's a risk to a small segment of the population. This is the beginning of a death by 1,000 cuts that is infecting our country. There's a Chinese saying, "There's little need for new laws. There's a great need for good people to follow the existing laws." These laws, based on the 10 Commandments, must be fair, truthful, sustainable, and have no false agenda. The happenings with this virus has caused us to tolerate the intolerable, violating our core values in return for some security that is impossible to provide perfectly. When I see the movies of Normandy invasion and then think what's allowing to happen to us after those soldiers fought for our rights to permit it, all I can do is shake my head at the choices we are making. Thank you, all those veterans who made this day possible. It is still our country if we can keep it. This is Keith Kuby wishing you the best in making the world a better place.